All right, we're live. So when you're ready.
We are live. Double check my recording. As we do.
As we should.
Check. Yeah, we're there.
Oh, wonderful.
Right. This week on the Media Virus Podcast, Live or Let Die, and he was never to be spleen again. The problem with the Terminator is he isn't a fun guy. And scientists think there is. I'm going to start over because
start over.
I've got something popping up. There was an update on my computer and it's acting stupid now.
Oh, I love that. That's fantastic.
This week on the Media Virus Podcast, Live or Let Die, and he was never to be spleen again. The problem with the Terminator is he isn't a fun guy, and scientists think there is much room for improvement. Doritos, the secret to clear skin? Scientists say yes, but only for mice. And the infection team celebrates the life and work of the late James Earl Jones. It's the Media Virus Podcast. Let's point and laugh at the world burning around us with executive producer Mike Latoris. We're going to start over. BBC correspondent Stanley McFadden.
Makes me tingly in an unfamiliar way.
Grease Monkey Pete.
Damn, Big Daddy.
Here's the thing about the Media Virus Podcast. It's really well done.
And now, spreading the sage nihilism of an aged Gen Xer, your host and mine, the star of our show, the incomparable Maddie Rockdeath.
Hot damn. Do we have a show for you people this week? I'm Maddie Rockdeath, the Maddiest of all Rockdeaths, and proof positive that anyone can have podcasts. Speaking of, welcome to the Media Virus Podcast. Please like, subscribe, follow, and share. Like, subscribe, follow, and share. That's important. We need you to know. We need to know you're there. You know what I mean? It gives us a warm, fuzzy feeling. So if you could just do that, just like, subscribe, follow, and share.
Wash, rinse, repeat.
That's right. I want to take a minute to thank all of the new subscribers for their support, whether it is on TuneIn, YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or if you are just checking us out on themediavirus.com, thank you. And we are able to take calls on the air again, so give us a call at 646-VIRUS-01. Yes, that's 646-VIRUS-01. You will make it on the show. That is just how we do. I have a belch coming. I'm going to try to rip. But, oh my. Every time I belch now, my wife says in the same tone,
Oh my God, excuse me.
Did I ever tell you this story? What's that place we went to?
The Japanese restaurant that Mike always tells us.
Yeah.
Sakura.
And I belched. And I was embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
But, she's kind of been rubbing it in ever since. And I don't think it's
the greatest 5-year inside joke.
Yes. And it happens every time. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you can't forget about it since you burp so much.
It does not matter.
What else is happening?
Well, how was the DMV?
Oh, awful. Thanks for asking. Over 2 hours.
But did you die?
Nearly. But I was
a little inside, right? A little inside, right?
Yeah, because I play to my strengths sometimes. And I know that a strength of mine is I do not have a friendly face if I'm not
I was going to say, did you wear a low cut top and flash those big baby blue eyes? Brown eyes.
No.
Green eyes.
I don't know what that has to do with literally anything. But I put on my...
He wants to know if you showed the DMV guy your tits.
Oh, there was not a single DMV guy in the building that I could see.
Yeah, that really matters. I mean, come on.
They're also hiring. But I put on my regular face, which is not very approachable, and
RBF.
I was spoken to by a fellow waiter. I tried to see what ticket number he had because I just wanted to tell him shut up. But then I saw that he was number 262, where I was 221. So he was going to be there much longer than I. So
Only
I
if
couldn't.
you were. They have multiple numbering systems there. It's a little
through M.
Yeah, depending on what.
Yeah. No, we were both there.
What
for
section
M.
you're going to? Yeah.
Yeah, we were there for the same section, and when I
Ooh.
walked in, they were on like 145, so I had to wait all the way until 221.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
so I got there like 5:15 ish, and I left at 7:15 ish.
It's 2 hours.
Yeah.
It's 2
Start
hours.
talking to somebody, dude. She got this whole dude's life story, and she calls me, and she's like recounting this guy's story, and I went, hey, babe, you remember when this guy was telling you his life story, and you didn't give a fuck? Do you think if he was telling you somebody else's life story, you'd be any more interested?
He was just
Ask me how I'm feeling.
it was just a lot. Like he was like trying to put up these subtle brags, but it's not.
I think he was trying to see.
Was he trying to lay one on you?
He was
trying to get in
maybe
them
100 pounds soaking wet.
He was how much?
Skinny dudes love big
Oh.
girls.
Skinny, short,
Black.
He's Puerto Rican from
yeah.
Chicago. No, he has 3 kids with a Polish ex-wife.
See, he was just trying to let you know that he's open to whatever.
Yeah. I'm busy. He asked if I had kids.
Did you tell him that you have stepkids?
I didn't. Oh, I said no, and he said no kids, and I was like, I mean, I have stepkids, but they're grown. I didn't even want to get into it.
He's like,
I was trying not to engage, and then he was talking about his
you
daughter.
You were giving off
and
all the I don't give a fuck signals, and he just kept
literally my face.
You should have taken off your wedding ring.
No, I mean, first of all,
I'm going to do an experiment one day. I'm going to wear a wedding ring to work.
His left eye was blue and white in the middle, and I asked him at one point. I was like, "So what's up with your eye?" And he said,
"Wow." Like,
what do you want from me?
No filter there. Just, hey, what's up with your
I mean, if this guy's gonna sit there and talk to you and shut the fuck up, you want him to, like, I think she was like half hoping he'd just get mad and shut up.
A little bit. I was like, hi, I have RBF and I'm fucking rude. Like, don't talk to me, dude. Like, hello. And he has glass in it. And
he's got a glass eye.
Yes. No, it was just an eye that was all fucked up.
He had a piece of glass go in his eye.
Expensive and all of the things. And
my dad has a piece of steel in his eye.
Yeah.
And he can never get an MRI.
Because it'll just suck it right out.
Suck it right out. Yeah.
They had to do.
We don't know which way.
MRI.
You know what I mean? But and we're gonna have a discussion more on that later. But speaking of medical mishaps,
yes,
we had there's the news story. There was a doctor that he removed the wrong organ. He's very
good. I can tell you a little bit about it. Good evening, listeners. This is the Reverend and Professor Mike Latoris with your latest news update on the Media Virus Podcast. In a bizarre and tragic twist of medical malpractice, the family of 70-year-old William Bryan is suing a Florida hospital after a surgeon mistakenly removed Bryan's liver instead of his spleen. The unfortunate incident occurred at Ascension Sacred Heart Emerald Coast Hospital and Discount Tire Shop, where Dr. Thomas Sheknovsky performed the procedure. Bryan, who was suffering from severe abdominal pain, was diagnosed with a splenic injury and was scheduled for a splenectomy and had no choice but to trust a Polish doctor. However, during the surgery, Dr. Sheknovsky was doing whippets and removed Bryan's liver because it was easier to get to, and it all tastes the same, leading to massive blood loss and ultimately Bryan's death. The hospital has stated that they are taking the allegations seriously and destroying evidence of the doctor's malfeasance as quickly as possible. Meanwhile, the Bryan family's attorney has called this one of the most egregious cases of medical malpractice he has ever encountered. Stay tuned for more updates as this story is developing. And remember, folks, always double check your organs before surgery. This is the Reverend and Professor Mike Latoris jerking off.
Hold on. So,
So,
how much of that
okay.
story got jacked up with AI?
The true story is
We feed
that
everything
dude
through there.
had needed a splenectomy.
Mm,
The doctor took out the wrong organ.
not at the gas station.
No,
Yo,
I added and discount tire shop to the to the end of the name of the hospital.
have you
And then
guys
I
ever
came-
seen? Have you guys ever seen where doctors will take that like and mark, like,
Yeah.
when they're doing like an amputation, they're like this one, not this one, like
Yeah,
arm,
no,
leg,
that's
Do
a good thing. I've heard that before. What were
Do you
you
know
gonna
how
say, Mike?
many times I was asked about my gallbladder when they went to take it out?
yeah.
Oh yeah, like right before they put you under, they're like, "What are you here for?" In your own words, what procedure are you here for?
Yeah, they got all pissy because I had been keeping up with my progress and all the conversation because I was the only one there.
Yeah.
So like they're like, "What are you here for?" I said, "Cholecystectomy," and they're like, "In your own words," I said, "That's the word I'm using. That's what
That
takes
is
me
my
out,
own word. I
right?"
said it. Fuckers.
Do you think I'm stupid? Do you think I don't know
Yeah.
what cholecystectomy is?
Well,
Yeah.
no, that's not. It's because they want to make sure that you know your.
That you know
That
what
you
that
know
word
what it is,
Like
you
I
know,
said
like
the same
in
thing. I said
layman's
what my
terms.
procedure was called. And
Yeah.
they were like,
In
"And what is
layman's
that?"
terms, yeah.
I'm like,
Like
if you don't
you're
fucking
going in
know.
for a vasectomy, you need to say you're getting your nuts cut off.
So you mean if I had just told them when they asked me what I was there for, like I could have been like, "Yo, I could have gotten a free vasectomy." I could have been like, "Yo, I'm here for
And then you wake up and start
what you
sitting
call
back
it?
up.
What's the word? Hernia. I'm for a herniectomy or whatever. And I'd like you to cut off production." Like,
I mean, you can't do that because
Yeah.
they know what they're there for. They're just.
They're just
Yeah.
checking. Yeah, they're just checking
Checking
with
off
you.
a
I mean,
box.
we do support you not breeding.
thank you.
We're,
See,
we're,
I was trying to
no,
do. I was trying to do a
supportive
good
in that
thing.
decision. It's just we don't think we can get it for free.
I was trying to do a good thing. See,
No,
they don't want to help me.
you're absolutely trying to do a good thing.
Next
Um,
time I get a hernia, I'm for sure getting that vasectomy while they're in there.
Definitely, that's the way to.
But I want to go back to something else about this story.
Okay.
Mike, could you please read the name of the facility again?
The facility, it was the Ascension Sacred Heart Emerald Coast Hospital and Discount
Okay.
Tire Shop.
I was like, damn, like did they use like every thing, like Ascension, Sacred?
Yeah.
I just
whatever,
thought and then I added and discount tire shop because I thought that was really, really, really funny.
like what, yeah,
Harry, how
but-
can we really turn this up and let them know it's a Catholic hospital?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was like, what the like did they
I should have put
enough-
in. That's what I should have put in bingo hall.
right?
That's
Yeah.
what I should have. That's what it should have been.
I was like, damn, did they use enough like lead ups to the what was it, Emerald something or other?
Emerald Coast.
Emerald Coast. Yeah, I was like, Our Father, the Beloved's, Sacred Heart, whatever, Home of the Brave, hospital, and tire shop, and
What
laundromat,
else is happening?
Did you know
and taco
that-
stand.
their scientists have taken and fused fungus to control robots?
Ew.
Yeah,
Huh?
Mike Scott.
I do.
Hang
Shroom
on.
service.
Give me
Money-
1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me, because I want to get. There we go. There you go.
Shroom service. Mushrooms take control in robot revolution. Good evening, listeners. In today's spectacular news, scientists have discovered a fantastic way to control robots with mushrooms. Researchers at Cornell University have developed biohybrid robots that are part fungi, part machine. By harnessing the electrical signals from fungal mycelia. Ooh, that's fun to say.
Yeah.
The electrical signals from fungal mycelia, these robots can react to their environment in ways that purely synthetic robots cannot. It's like giving mushrooms a driver's license. The team used mycelia from king oyster mushrooms, which were grown onto 3D printed scaffolds full of electrodes. These mycelia send electrical impulses in response to environmental changes, which are then converted into digital commands for the robots. Imagine a mushroom telling a robot to move forward. It's fungi believable.
No. It's just fungible belief. Never mind.
I like
I
this.
can't say it. I like that. You did it right, Mike.
It's fung-believable.
Fung-believable.
Oh,
Not fungi believable.
That's so
Fung-believable.
weird.
I'm telling you, in the copy, it says fungi.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
In one experiment, the researchers shined ultraviolet light on the mycelia,
I heard he was kind of
causing the
stiff.
robots to change their movements. Looks like these mushrooms really know how to light up the dance floor. This breakthrough could lead to robots that can sense soil chemistry in agriculture or even explore space. But for now, let's just say the future of robotics is looking pretty funktastic. So next time you see a robot, remember there might just be a fungus among us.
Mm,
Stay tuned for more mushroom for innovation. And remember, you heard it here first on the Media Virus Podcast.
I vaguely remember there was like an episode. Oh, do you have something else?
Well, this is the robot.
Oh.
That's they've got little spores of fungus. So when they say they built a scat, like they built the.
Is that a taser?
No, it's
or
just
stun gun?
it's like ultraviolet light.
I'm like, wow.
That's nuts, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's kind of
Not
cool.
as nuts as this.
Yeah.
Oh, there was an episode. Of
Wait a minute. What is that supposed to say?
Well, it's shroom service.
That says shroom.
I know.
Sarah.
And it's something here. I can't read that, but a take. And then this is Riot Revolution or Robot Revolution.
Something revolution over there. But like that, yeah, it should say shroom service. That says shroom Sarah. Yeah,
the only one that actually says shroom service is this one.
Right. That. Yeah. Okay. See,
I think
I'm like, goddamn AI, like, stop doing.
I don't know why.
Stop eating
AI
really
can't
bad
smell
mushrooms.
Shit, I know that much. But yeah, no, I know. Yeah. All right. What else is going on there, Mike?
Well, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff, and there's some mice that have got an interesting tale. In a story that's sure to delight you, pardon me, scientists have discovered that a common food dye, tartrazine, also known as yellow number 5, can make mouse skin almost completely transparent. This breakthrough is a real eye-opener, allowing researchers to see organs and blood vessels in unprecedented detail. It's clear that this discovery could revolutionize medical and scientific imaging. The process involves massaging the dye into hairless mouth skin, making it a die-hard method for those tiny critters.
Do you think this was discovered on purpose? Or do you think one of the scientists was just eating fucking Doritos and picked up a mouse?
Left the open bag next to the cage.
How do you how do you figure that out?
I mean, who proposes the experiment and how does it work? Hey, guys, what do you think if we dye them yellow?
Yellow mice, babe. And then they
like
turn
number
clear.
5 yellow.
No.
I'm thinking about the conversation the mice are having with each other.
This
Dude,
dis-
Like the mouse, the one mouse is sitting there next to the other dude, and he's like, "Hey, Ralphie, you're full of shit," you know. And Ralphie's like, "No, I'm not. What are you talking about? Look down, Ralphie. Look down."
This discovery is no mistake. It's a sheer genius move that could peel back the layers of medical mysteries. The scientists are certainly not skirting around the issue as they aim to get the bare bones of many health conditions. So next time you see yellow number 5 on your food label, remember it's not just a dye. It's a window into the future. Stay tuned for more updates on this see-through science.
One of the things I've decided to do when asking AI for radio copy is the sentence, "Please incorporate as many puns as possible."
Oh, I love you, Maddie. You're
I don't
my
know.
hero.
I don't know if you've noticed.
You are my
I
hero,
noticed,
Maddie.
and I thought,
They've been-
what a weird effort to put in. Too.
You are my hero, Maddie.
There's so many puns.
That's genius.
And what I've been doing is when I get the first one, I say more puns.
Yes.
More puns.
More puns.
Make
Like,
it
you know-
funnier.
Like that one I didn't doctor up at all because it was just so full of that one and the fungi one.
mhm.
So full of puns. I didn't need to do anything.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Did-
Just
I have to ask because I see what the next story in the copy is. It's where we're going to discuss the death of a beloved actor.
that's correct.
Did you ask for puns?
No.
Thank
no.
you.
But what made it I wanted to go through his death, and let's just get started. You know what I mean? Because I had a lot of things to
Okay.
the but
life
hang on,
and-
is that something? Do you want to read that whole thing? Because I know that one is particularly long, and I thought maybe that this might be something that we share.
Okay, let's go ahead.
All right. So I gotta get the news copy up.
I mean, we're mourning the death of James Earl Jones.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Mufasa.
No
Dude,
shit. Yeah, absolutely. Hang on, let me get the slides up.
He was 93 when he passed away yesterday.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Look at how handsome he was. An incredibly handsome man.
The life and legacy of James Earl Jones, a voice that echoes through time. Welcome to the Media Virus Podcast. Today we delve into the extraordinary life of James Earl Jones, a titan of stage and screen, whose voice has become an indelible part of our cultural fabric. From his humble beginnings to his most controversial moments, Jones's journey is as compelling as the characters that he brought to life. Born in Mississippi in 1931, James Earl Jones faced significant challenges from the start. He struggled with a severe stutter. He suffered from a severe stutter, and which made his early years difficult. However, his adversity only fueled his determination. With the help of a high school teacher, Jones overcame his speech impediment and discovered his passion for acting. Mike, why don't you?
Jones' career took off with his role as Jack Jefferson in the Broadway play The Great White Hope, for which he won a Tony Award in 1969. This role earned him an Oscar nomination when it was adapted into a film in 1971. His deep, resonant voice became his trademark, leading to iconic roles such as Darth Vader in Star Wars and Mufasa in The Lion King. Throughout his career, Jones received numerous accolades, including 2 Emmys, a Grammy, and an honorary Oscar. His performances in Fences and Gabriel's Fire showcase his versatility and depth as an actor. Despite these achievements, Jones remained humble, often attributing his success to his love for the craft and the support of his family and colleagues. Jones' career was not without controversy. In the 1960s and 70s, he faced criticism for roles in films that some felt perpetuated racial stereotypes. However, Jones used these experiences to advocate for more nuanced and respectful portrayals of African Americans in the media. His outspoken views on race and representation in Hollywood sparked important conversations and paved the way for future generations of actors.
Now, hang on a second, Mike, because I don't necessarily know where this article or, but his controversial moments, some of his were really controversial, and some of them weren't even his fault. But I don't know if do you guys remember in 2002 where I think it was James Earl Jones Lifetime Achievement Award?
Not specifically, but
it was some kind of lifetime. It was some kind of award back in 2002. I'll see if I can find it.
Probably the honorary Oscar, if I had to guess.
I don't know, but the award was made out to James Earl Ray.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And that was,
unfortunate.
Very unfortunate. Let me ask Ricky here. Ricky, do you know who James Earl Ray is?
No.
James Earl Ray is the patsy the CIA used to assassinate the Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King. So, yeah, James Earl Ray is the guy who everybody thinks was the lone gunman of the Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King.
Why would they put his name on it?
I don't know why.
Rude.
Yeah. I don't know why.
I hope they fired that employee at whatever award company made that.
But he had also.
I hope they fired that guy.
He had strong views on black women as well.
Oh.
That they were too militant.
Oh.
He liked white chicks.
I most recently watched him in Kubrick's Doctor Strangelove. It was his first.
Oh wow!
That was his first major motion picture role, and
Really?
Fantastic, and a young, good-looking guy, and he plays a crewman on a bomber.
Is it that's the one where the dude rides the bomb down?
No, Strangelove is the one where they move to the whatever the last step of nuclear protocols and start for mutually assured destruction for just about no reason.
Yeah, isn't that the one where that Steve Buscemi parodies in Armageddon? Like sitting on top of the nuke that they're about to put in the meteorite?
It may be.
Well, James Earl Jones passed away on September 9th, 2024 at the age of 93. His death marks the end of an era, but his legacy lives on through his unforgettable performances and the barriers he broke down for actors of color. As we remember Jones, we celebrate not just his achievements, but also his resilience, his advocacy, and his unwavering commitment to his craft. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life of James Earl Jones. Stay tuned for more stories that captivate and inspire right here on the Media Virus Podcast.
So, I remember him most from being in Lion King, but more importantly, or more like in the most in my head, Bell Atlantic commercials.
Yeah.
This is Bell Atlantic.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I think of the most.
This.
Very handsome when he was young. I mean, when he was older too, but in this photo, what a snizak.
He had these amazing light eyes that would just penetrate through the screen.
Now I'm trying to remember. Was it actually him in the Darth Vader suit in the Star Wars movie?
No,
they just used his voice.
it's just his voice. It was some tall, fucking.
I'm just making sure.
All nobody.
I'm like, did they actually put him? No. All they did was use his voice. I don't even think he got paid for that, which is terrible.
I think he got royalties for that.
He did not. That was it. He got paid a full buyout and did not take royalties on the work.
Whoa.
Ha ha. Well, I know, you know, this guy's the same age as my dad. He's been making movies since before I was born. He's just been a fixture, in
What did I see him in recently?
we had a song. It's like I want to back in the Executioners Bowling League. Like, I want to sound like James Earl Jones. I want to talk in deep beefy tones.
He did a guest spot on The Big Bang Theory.
Yes,
during their
I was
run.
gonna bring that up, and he was like something about pulling a prank on Carrie Fisher because he lives right next door to her or something.
Yeah, it was really fun because it showed he had a sense of humor about
Oh yeah,
himself.
he did. He totally did.
He turned out like Sheldon met him, and he turned out to be this wild devil may care kind of guy. Like he was going around playing pranks on people.
Yep.
And causing all kinds of trouble, and he loved to go get ice cream. It was cute.
Well, I think that brings the end of A Block. I think Mike's got some stuff to say about that.
Yeah. I generally say some stuff after A Block every time. Like, if you'd like to have my voice on your project, you can call me at 302-46-VOICE and we'll get it done for you. Also, My Sports Report or mysportsreports.com and redbubble.com is where you can find My Sports Art Shop and check them out. Get some of the art that they're making, or check out some of the sports reports that they do for local and regional sports here in the Delaware Valley. And big shout out to our sister show on the network, Stepmoms Without Children, which is, again, putting out fantastic content every week. Ricky, how is it doing over there at Stepmoms?
Well, listen, I took a week off and I'm feeling a little behind. But things are going well. The episode that's coming out this Friday, the 13th, is fantastic. I didn't expect that it would be as wonderful as it is, but I listened to it yesterday and I do love it.
So much.
It was cute.
It really was. It's a therapist.
Okay.
And she's just delightful. She's an author. She's got 2 books on Amazon.
She has a what's it called? She has a coloring book, an anxiety coloring book.
Oh wow.
A mindfulness
coloring book.
A mindfulness coloring book.
But I realized that that's like a thing that entrepreneurs are doing. They're putting out coloring books. It's like the new thing.
I think we're gonna have to come up with
the TMVP coloring book. Baby.
Yeah, 100%.
We could make a dope coloring book with all of our fucking logos and all the shit we've got.
But I saw one today.
Oh, wow, a coloring contest, dude!
I saw one that this guy that's just Portuguese American and he does like videos and stuff.
I have this really cool coloring book.
High five in the face with a chair.
Oh goodness!
It says no. It's some people need a high five in the face with a chair.
I have a coloring book that it's affirmations, but they have swears in them.
Like your.
This is a snarky
like
adult.
Great.
This is a snarky adult coloring book. Let me see which one. Yeah, it says. See, look, like see, here's Namaste in bed. Wait, I'm gonna move over this way. Namaste in bed.
Nah, I'm gonna stay in my ass right here.
Nah, I'm gonna stay in bed. Coffee's my spirit animal. There's a couple of good ones in here.
But yeah, she was a wonderful guest. I'm excited to share. I got to get some shorts and videos, teasers together to post those on TikTok and Instagram and Reels and stuff. But things are happening. We got a lot of people coming up.
We're still going. She received an email today from somebody who wants to come on her show.
Oh, fantastic.
And I was like, I have literally never been asked to come on this show.
Listen, it might be like an AI generated thing.
Why would it be an AI generated thing to come on a podcast?
That's like the third one. The other ones of the people that were like just like marketing people.
Wait, you're saying you haven't been asked to come on this show, Maddie?
Never.
Are you? Do you? No one has ever asked to come on this show.
Aisha has.
No one has asked us to.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry. I was like, so you're waiting for our show to get around to asking you to be on the show, which is kind of
That's
funny.
the end of A block,
If you think
right?
about it.
All right, yeah, let's shut Pete up real quick and let Mike finish.
Yeah.
246 voice in them. Bye.
Yep. What he said. We'll be back
Gee.
right after this with the B block of the 201st episode of the Media Virus Podcast. I know I look like a cartoon villain. I probably scared him. And stop. And save.
I love how Erica keeps the show moving.
Fucking
I love
no.
it. She's just like, okay, bye-bye. Like,
That's how abrupt I am in real
oh,
life.
you know, I love it.
Okay, I don't wanna
love it.
stand here anymore.
You're way
Bye.
better at it. You're way better at it than Connie ever was.
Yeah.
Well, she's just rude.
I don't know what I was gonna say.
Are you gonna
So-
edit the top?
Did you actually get the B block readout?
No, I didn't. I didn't
Okay.
do any of the T's.
All right. I just wanted to see if you did.
No, I missed the T's.
Because it was a good tease for B block.
You
Oh,
could add it.
No, I'm just-
later. Couldn't you?
Sorry.
No,
Couldn't you add it in post?
I'm not worried about it.
I'm just saying.
It's not the show is live. The show happened. The show is what
I don't know.
it
I was going to bring up the fact that like I've never been asked to be on Erica's podcast.
it's coming. I have people lined up, and I don't want to overwhelm myself.
Okay.
Yeah, we tried.
Like I took off the first. I took off Labor Day weekend because we did
Uh-huh.
the battle that you didn't come to.
I'm sorry. I so wanted to come to that, but I wound up working. I wound up working that day because people at
It'd be
my
like
job
that
are
sometimes.
stupid.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So I try to like not book. Like I'm trying to give myself a break, and so even this weekend we're like half child free. But I remembered that we can't go to the movies like we planned because they have a freaking podcast at like 2. So I'm trying not to overwhelm myself. I'm booked for the next couple weekends. And
Yeah.
so
I am looking forward to having so much extra time on my hands
Yeah.
once I get
Oh,
this car on the road and I don't.
Yeah,
have
dude,
to-
I can't. Dude, it's gonna be so much fun when you help me fix my windows.
Yes. I'll be straight up. I'll just be available to do other like more things.
No, I know, and I
Because
need
I will
need
not
my
have to
driver.
go,
I need my
I gotta
passenger side
drive-
window fixed.
Yeah.
Motor works. It's just stuck in place.
Ooh,
Mm.
yeah. Sounds like the regulator might have died. The cable or something is jammed up in there. One of the guys.
Motor works. I can hear it working in there
Yeah, but the window doesn't move at all.
at all.
Wow, that's kind of lucky
Yeah.
because like most of the time when those things go, like the window
Drop out.
won't stay in position. It'll you have to get in there and like wedge something in to keep the window panel up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always fun.
How we doing, Mike?
Waiting for Audacity
Got
to return.
Gotcha.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
He loads
Mhm.
up.
I had a great aunt who lived down the street from us
Right.
when I was in like we'd go visit her and shit when I was a kid. But that's how she talked. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What are you doing, Matthew? Uh-huh.
Check 1, 2.
The trainer for AutoZone when we went to foundations class, like literally 3 days after I started, I told you his favorite things were okay and stuff like that. Those two things came out of his mouth several hundred times during the foundations class. It was like I started to like wince, like get a nervous tick every time he said it. It's like, dude, if he says that one more time.
All right. We're taping.
Cool.
Awesome sauce. And we're back in the B block of the Media Virus podcast talking about different things. What were we just talking about? Cars and such.
Yeah,
completely
cars
forgot.
and your aunt in New Jersey.
Actually, she was
the
in
way
Philadelphia.
people talk.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You know what? I'm fucking dude. Today was
Stuff like that.
an exhausting day. It was just
Was it?
it was just a lot of shit to do. You know what I mean? And then I get caught up in all the constructing of the visual aids and such that we've instituted. But I like that background on you.
Yeah, I had it up for the meeting last night, and I figured I'd leave it tonight.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all. We could.
Oh, that's your background, isn't it, Maddie?
Yeah, usually.
Usually, yeah.
Yep. It's one of the backgrounds I use. I use this a lion's share of the time. But I was God damn it, I'm like my mind's turning. Like my brain's just shutting off. Like I'll be in a mid sentence, just like, well, I completely forget what I was about to say. But I think I'm probably gonna have to go fucking build a shack in a parking lot. Fucking live there.
You think?
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Are we recording it?
Yeah,
Is
we're
that-
recording. I was trying to start the show and I just completely fucking blanked on.
Oh, it's because you didn't get Big Daddy Asks ready like you were supposed to.
Oh, that's what I didn't do. You.
Yo.
Yeah, that's why we call you the producer. You.
That's why
Oh
we need
man.
to advertise for an intern. If anybody listening wants to be an intern on the Media Virus podcast, by all means, drop us a line.
All right.
You could
Now
do that at media.virus.hole@gmail.com. Or you could just
So
give
we're-
us a call at 646-VIRUS-01. That's 646-VIRUS-01. Leave us a message that you want to be an intern on the show and how to get back in touch with you, and we'll give you a little more information.
There you go. Well, for right now, we're going to get into Big Daddy Asks number 34.
The Media Virus Podcast presents a Stanley McFadden production. Big Daddy proudly brings to you
Big Daddy asks,
Okay. What fictional character would you like to have as a best friend? I'm going with John Wick.
Keanu Reeves.
Okay. All right, so that's the question that faces us right now. What fictional character would you want as a best friend? Who wants to Pete, you want to start?
Let's see. Fictional character. How about Kit from Knight Rider?
I mean,
He wants his best friend to be a car.
I mean, is there really any
You
other
can- you
answer
can
for
have-
me?
listen, Pete, here's the thing. It's a fantasy land. You can have
Huh?
people friends.
Oh boy.
But if Kit were an actual person,
If Kit were a person, he'd just be a snotty British fuck.
okay,
He wouldn't
so
be
I
able
want
to do
so-
anything.
So I want a snotty British fuck as my best friend.
All right, Mike, who do you
Don't
want?
judge me.
Fictional character that you would want to be your best friend.
This is tough.
It is tough.
I mean, I could have said Herbie.
I think Randall from Clerks.
Randall from Clerks.
Yeah, Randall. He's a stand-up guy. He's a good best friend. He took
All
good
right.
care of Dante.
Randall was the guy that ran the video store, right?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Here comes Randall. He's a berserker. A berserker. Babe,
I'm trying to look it up, but I'm pretty sure. Ew.
Sorry. Excuse me.
I'm
big.
pretty sure. Okay, it's Vince. It's a character Vince Vaughn played. I think the movie is called The Dilemma. But he was good in that, But I also feel like a really obvious answer is like a friend with, I don't want to say benefits, but like financial benefits, but also like it's a fun friend. So I'm thinking like Tony Stark.
Tony Stark.
Okay.
Finally,
Yeah.
somebody who makes fucking sense. Tony Stark. I got it.
Tony Stark. Yeah.
All right.
Good.
All
Good
right.
one.
Like he likes burgers. He has like robot things. He's an Avenger. He can travel. He's rich. He's funny. You know, he likes burgers.
It's true.
He likes to employ his friends to do
He likes
stuff.
donuts.
Yeah. So I
Oh, he
just
loves
feel like
chocolate. Thought it-
What?
I don't know. What? Huh?
I would say so. More than likely, I would say Ricky from Trailer Park Boys comes to mind.
ugh,
Um,
I would hate him more than the friends that I hate now.
I like your Tony Stark play. That's really good. I don't think I'd get along with him. You know what I mean? Darth Vader to have as a best friend be
Are
pretty
you okay?
pretty awesome. Like if Darth Vader was your best fucking friend. Think about it.
Matthew, I'm going to need a ride to the DMV today. I hate to ask you this, but I need a ride to the airport.
I mean, don't piss him off because he'll force choke your ass.
Dude, seriously though. Like you could like listen, man. Like your wife starts nagging at you, like Darth. She's just like,
Darth, knock it off.
Oh, geez, again. This is the last time, Matty.
oh well, that was a fun game.
Do you know how many
No.
Death
Darth
Stars-
Vader sitting in the passenger seat when you're driving home and you get pulled over.
Yeah.
This is not the car you were looking for.
That would be Ben Kenobi.
I think he can still do it though.
I think you could still do it. I mean,
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, he could throw a little force on him.
You could absolutely do that. But
Or maybe he's sarcastic. He's like, "Officer, why did we pull you over?"
Hold on, back to Vince Vaughn. He was in Fighting with My Family, which is a wrestling movie, I believe, with The Rock, and I want to see that. So,
was he in that movie?
I mean, evidently on the internet it says
Are you sure? I thought that was like Kevin James was in that.
no.
No.
Kevin James, get out of here.
Vince Vaughn. Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right.
He probably plays like a referee or a representative. What is it? An agent, like a wrestling agent or something.
Is he a wrestling agent?
Yeah.
I would imagine. I don't even know. I'm
He
imagining.
seems to play like the same guy in like a lot of movies.
Literally, he like plays himself.
He's
He
the
was-
guy that you don't mind that he does that.
Oh yeah, him and Jason Bateman can play themselves in every single movie.
Yeah,
I would watch every single one.
Oh yeah.
yo, did you see that Jason Bateman movie where he builds a house in a Verizon parking lot?
No.
Oh, I thought I just made that up.
Oh.
I've been looking for a way to transition into the next story.
Oh. Real quick, Vince Vaughn is on Armchair Expert. Was on Monday's episode of Armchair Expert.
Good
It was
episode too.
inspirational. I was inspired. I was feeling a little low, podcast wise, and I felt invigorated by Vince Vaughn.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
If you wanted a segue, Manny, all you had to do was ask. I was going to hark back to an episode of the Media Virus where you mentioned how we could solve the homeless problem by just giving them all weed, because what happens to weed with weed is carpentry.
Yeah, you get
it's
stoned and you
carpentry.
want to build shit.
Yeah, it's a gateway drug. It leads to you building gateways.
Right. That was a Dennis Leary. That was a Dennis Leary joke, but it's true.
Or houses in the parking lot.
Houses in the parking lot.
You just had to ask, babe.
I just had to ask. Yeah.
That's it.
I didn't know. Like, all right.
Okay.
Mike's gonna start reading the story any
That's
second.
a big old cup.
Is that the
Yeah,
one
it's like a
homesteading?
Damn, like What is
What's
that?
Charlie Brown cup.
Read the story and then we'll talk about the cup. And maybe there's two girls hanging around there somewhere.
Well, a homeless rising dream home.
Sorry.
Good morning, listeners. In today's quirky news, a homeless man in Portsmouth, Ohio, decided to take his housing situation into his own hands. Literally. He built a fully enclosed house in the parking lot of a Verizon wireless store on 7th Street. Officers discovered this DIY domicile during a routine check and gave the man 30 minutes to disassemble his creation and move on. Talk about a mobile home. Employees at the nearby Choteau County Cancer Center had called the police, reporting that several homeless individuals were blocking the entrance. The officers advised them to gather their belongings and leave. It seems like this Verizon store had more than just signal issues to deal with. You could say the man was trying to get a signal for better living conditions, but his coverage ran out. Maybe he thought he could get some bars for his new home, but it looks like he got dropped instead. Stay tuned for more bizarre stories. This is Professor Mike Latours from the Media Virus Podcast, bringing you the news you didn't know you needed. Or didn't need to know, I think.
There you go. But
okay.
I mean, I see the guy's point. Like, especially if there's
real quick,
parking.
that guy needs a little more training. With those other two guys, why haven't they been hired by somebody? Like look at the craftsmanship in those other houses.
No, they really but these are also AI produced images, so you know what I mean?
That's an AI produced image?
Yeah.
Damn, that's good. I'd be like, yo, that dude built a pretty solid little look, that dude's got 2 floors.
Yeah. No, he's got
a loft.
Here, I'm gonna tell you a secret. Every image that I show during a news story was generated.
So it's fake news.
Are you wait? Are you sure it's not AI went and sought out an image that met your description?
No.
Yeah, because if you notice on the shelf there is a giant Solo cup that doesn't exist.
Look at this.
Look at
this bucket.
Verizon is spelled
where are the 2 girls?
And then this cup is melting into the pavement.
Are you sure?
Look at it.
Okay.
And the giant cell phone.
And there's like a one of those tumblers or whatever next to the other cup. Yeah, what the fuck?
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. What is the story about? Why did he build this house?
He's homeless. He didn't give a shit.
And
he's just
Verizon's mad about it or no?
Well, they kicked him out. They got him removed.
Yeah, he built it all out of Verizon boxes.
They kind of do.
Verizon owns the parking lot. They don't just rent in the plaza.
They rent, but they rent the parking in front. Like that's part of the thing that you're.
That's part of the deal.
It's their responsibility, it's
so
like
they
us.
Provided the boxes, or that's just part of the AI.
Yeah,
that's just the AI.
Is that just the AI? Are you sure?
I'm the one who produced them.
So it's funny that in the copy it said, for this week's quirky story, as if all of the stories were not quirky stories. No?
Are you critiquing my...
I'm just...
That was the quirky one. We have crazy coffin news coming up.
Oh.
Is that you coughing?
Totally different. Totally different.
Is it different?
Spoopy. Is this AI?
Yes. But that's AI. They do a pretty hell of a good job.
They do a pretty hell of a job.
It's a very good
Let me say,
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
Oh.
You guys went to like the Uncle Phil school of
I love Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil. He's great. I love Uncle Phil.
I fucking love. We actually. Oh wait, that was probably before you came on the show. We went through a bunch of Uncle Phil clips one time.
Were they before I came? So maybe I haven't gotten to them yet.
More than likely.
That's what you just said.
Yeah, I'm only at like episode 37 or 38.
All right.
So
and we're on right now. We're doing episode 201. So let's get Mike
right.
Good evening, listeners.
Welcome to 201.
In today's crazy coffin news. There's a phrase I never thought I'd say. In today's crazy coffin news, a Las Vegas woman has found herself in a grave situation after allegedly stealing a coffin, complete with a body inside, from a local funeral home. Patricia Sierra, 47, claims she blacked out after drinking only 6 beers, snorting 2 rails of cocaine, taking a 30-milligram oxycodone, and boofing some Molly, and woke up to find herself in a real-life horror story. The incident occurred at the same strip mall as Habib's Discount House of Fake Tits at the Affordable Cremation and Burial Service, where Sierra reportedly smashed a window to gain entry, took a shit in the display urns. It seems she took the term rest in peace a bit too literally as she made off with the $2,600 casket. Talk about a dead giveaway. Police were left scratching their heads and their balls, wondering if this was a case of beer before beer. Sierra's actions have certainly put her in a tight spot, and she's now facing charges that could bury her in legal troubles. It looks like she'll need a good lawyer to dig her out of this one. Witnesses say Sierra was coughing up a storm when she was apprehended, claiming she had no recollection of the night's events and wondering why her anus burns. This grave mistake has certainly given the community something to talk about, and it's safe to say Sierra's social life is now 6 feet under. Stay tuned for more updates on this coffin caper, and remember, folks, always drink responsibly, unless you want to end up in a grave situation.
Not a grave situation.
I heard none of that. But
okay. No, I want to ask you a question, Mikey. You said beer before beer.
Yes.
I think you mean beer before
Mike.
bear.
No.
Bearing, like casket, like
shut
Paul
up
Bear.
for a sec, Pete. Shut up. All right. I'm going to
Bite
explain
me.
it to you.
Bite me.
Mike.
Bite me.
You notice that second beer, the beer that's spelled kind of off?
Yes, the one that
there's a link there.
Yes. A stand on which a corpse or coffin is placed. Also, a coffin together with its stand.
Okay. Now, there's also in that link is a button on how to pronounce that word.
Oh.
And it's beer.
Hang on, I don't have it open in that on that.
No, it's fine, but it's beer. That's
beer before beer. So you did it right.
But I feel like beer before bearing would be like better. Beer before casket bearing, beer before pall bearing, beer before bearing.
I tell you what, dude. Next week you can write the copy.
Ooh.
And then it'll be all according to how you want it.
Oh, then we can call the show Pete's.
No, we can. We call it Pete's podcast.
No. If I remember correctly,
we can put it in the fucking sleep aid section.
No, hold on. If I remember correctly, where are my notes?
My guest that's on this week, she has like mindfulness, like things that you listen to like before you go to sleep.
No. It was. I was going to call back to some notes that I sent you over the last time, where Maddie affirms that it is Maddie's show. So, being that it's Maddie's show, you get to do that, Maddie.
Okay, good. Thanks, Pete. I appreciate it. Thanks for letting me do my show. Yeah, dude. She only had 6 beers.
Only.
Yeah. The rest of that, I doctored the script a little bit.
Gotcha.
I told you I was a little drunk.
Well, we all know what Pete does when he gets.
Yeah, he passes out in his car in the bar parking lot.
Yeah.
And he tried.
I made it to 50 before doing that. Thank you very much.
What's
but
that?
Well, and I also made it to 50 having not done 2 things. You know what those 2 things are?
Have sex with a woman.
No.
And shut up.
2 things. I made it to 50, but not much further without having done. One was not hear Ric Flair do a commercial for generic Viagra and Cialis. That was terrifying. And secondly, hearing Smack Jackson pleasure himself to a picture of a Brazilian volleyball player.
All right. And that's Smack. The only one on the podcast was Smack. We used to have a sports guy called Smack Jackson. He was on the show for like 3 or 4 weeks. But
sounds terrible.
Yeah, well, I never changed. Did we go through the different slides that we had?
Hey, if it helps, I'll go down to the the dirty movie theater and get caught masturbating.
Thanks, Pete.
That would help, Pete.
Hey, anything for the show, guys.
Well, why don't you go ahead and do that? This is also AI, in case anybody was.
Oh, wait, no, I was going to say that's what I should have said in the beginning when you were talking about doing the like, follow, share. It's masturbate, wash, rinse, repeat.
All right.
Oh God.
Did you hear that in New Jersey is looking? They're trying to, and I feel like they go through this every year. They want to reschedule Halloween.
That's
up the day.
Well, they want to do it like the weekend, I guess the weekend closest. Whether it's Halloween's on a Thursday, so I guess they want to move it to November.
What?
I don't really know.
I feel like that's just what you do. I remember as a kid, my mom would make pork and beans and hot dogs because it was a fast meal and we could hit the streets and get some candy.
Right.
Right. Like
on
31st.
October 31st.
Right.
There was no, we're doing it tomorrow or the next day.
No. That wasn't
even if it was a school night. Even if it was a school night, it was
you just went trick or treating. It was Halloween. It didn't matter if Halloween was on a Wednesday. When Halloween fell on a weekend, it was a special fucking Halloween.
Right, yeah.
But
then you could go to the mall. You could go to
our millennial parents are saying that they get triggered when they have to do too many things. And their anxiety gets bad and they can't handle it.
That doesn't work for me.
You can't. Your anxiety
I have a nail appointment that night.
Your anxiety can't handle the fucking holiday of Halloween.
They're not scheduling their nail appointments for during the week.
You should listen. If you physically can't handle Halloween being on a weekday, you should probably hang yourself now. You should just end it because
I don't live. For
life
the
is
people
going.
That can't do stuff after work.
Life is going to beat the shit out of you if this is really a problem.
Right.
If this is a problem, you are in for nothing but pain and suffering.
But these are the same people who are like, oh, I wish I had a 3-day work week. I'd be so much more productive. Blah 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 blah. Because they need more time to do time off things instead of just doing them. Like you need to meet up with friends. Don't wait for Saturday. Do that shit on fucking Tuesday. There's probably a sale at the restaurant. Right. I'm a girly that'll go out any day of the week. What day you want to go? I'm there.
Right.
As long as it's not after work.
I get people at work all the time say, "What did you do last night, Pete?" I left here. I went and did some Lyft driving. Then I stopped at the bar and saw some friends. Then I went to a movie. Then I went, and they're like, "Geez, you did all that on on a Tuesday night?" I go, "Yeah."
I will hit the streets on a school night. I do not care.
Hey,
And
Mike.
then I stayed up till 5 in the morning, and then I came to work, and I didn't go to sleep for more than an hour.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
Hey, Mike.
Good evening, ghouls and goblins. In today's frighteningly absurd news, New Jersey is toying with the ghastly idea of rescheduling Halloween. Yes, you heard that right, rescheduling Halloween, because apparently the witching hour is just too inconvenient for some. The proposal suggests moving the spooky festivities to the weekend so everyone can enjoy their candy without worrying about work or school the next day.
Everybody can enjoy their candy and go to fucking work the next day.
And also fuck off.
Or school.
But
You know, the
real,
kids,
folks.
you know, like, oh, we don't want to keep them out late at night and shit. Keep going.
Let's be real, folks. What's next? Rescheduling Christmas because it falls on a weekday? This hair-raising idea has left many Halloween enthusiasts howling in disbelief. After all, Halloween is about the thrill of the night, the spine-chilling excitement of trick-or-treating under the moonlight, not some sanitized daylight pumpkin patch parade. So while some might think this is a fantastic idea, we say it's a grave mistake. Let's keep Halloween where it belongs on October 31st, where the spirits intended it to be. Stay tuned for more updates on this monstrous proposal, and remember, you can't just ghost tradition.
Yeah, I mean, it's bad enough. Listen, we've come together and decided that October 31st is Halloween.
Right.
That's when we celebrate it. If you want to get really technical, the holiday of Samhain is 2 weeks after the autumnal equinox. That's
Say that word again for me, Maddie.
autumnal equinox.
Wow. One more time.
Autumnal
Ooh.
equinox.
But we've all agreed on the 31st as
Right. We don't.
since we follow the Gregorian calendar, it rarely there's some things that it doesn't coincide with.
Right. So it's just, but that's what we've decided. And because that's what we've decided as a whole, the spirit said, yeah, okay, we'll put the veil, the thinnest, on the 31st.
Right.
Right? And we have enough spirits now that have been celebrating Halloween on the 31st.
That they know that's the time.
I also feel like the 31st is for the kids, and then the weekend after or before is for the adults.
Anybody hear that?
What's that?
Barely. I heard her.
She said that the 31st is for the kids, but the weekend before or after is for the adults.
It's typically before when they do the things in bars and all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I want to go at that statement you made about, what next? We reschedule Christmas, then what, this is just going to start a downhill, roller coaster of moving all the holidays so that they're more convenient.
Right. There's only a
and
few
what I don't want to see happen is them get to the lesser holidays like Valentine's Day or whatever. Or I swear to God, if they move steak and blowjob day, I'm gonna be pissed.
I can see that. I mean, we've got a few holidays.
I didn't know you could cook a steak, Pete. I know you could give a blowjob, but I didn't know you could cook a steak.
I should. If they move steak and blowjob day, steak and fellatio day.
I'm still patting myself on the back for that joke.
That was pretty good.
All right. I should learn to package these stories so they fucking flow a little bit better.
You could do that, yeah.
You know what I mean? But I did put the Halloween story right after the coffin story.
You did. That's good placement.
But now going into an MRI mishap, or what's next? Is it the MRI mishap? Am I fucking up?
Yep.
How do I segue into that? I was like, how do I segue into building a fucking house in a parking lot? It was tough.
Yeah.
Hey, Pete, have we ever mentioned MRI accidents on the show before?
No,
the
I don't
last
believe. I
35
don't believe
episodes?
you've mentioned them on the show before.
Oh, well.
Good evening, listeners. In today's magnetic news, we have a story that's sure to pull you in. At the Mountain View Center Imaging in California, a trainee brought a wheelchair into an MRI room. And let's just say things went off the rails from there. The wheelchair, not being MRI safe, was attracted to the machine with such force that it landed sideways on the scanner. Fortunately, the patient was not hit by this wild projectile, and escaped unscathed. This incident has sparked a magnetic debate about MRI safety regulations, or the lack thereof. MRI safety expert Tobias Gilk has been on a quest to find out who is responsible for overseeing these safety protocols, but it seems like he's been given the runaround by multiple regulatory bodies. So while this story might sound like a freak accident, experts argue it's entirely preventable with the right safety measures in place. Stay tuned for more updates on this attractive issue. So yeah, you can't have metal in the same room with an MRI. The end.
Well, the poor kid, was told to bring a patient to the MRI room. He he knows he has to grab a wheelchair. He don't fucking. Oh, that's so funny. I wonder if the kid still got a job.
I wonder what would have happened if the guy was still sitting in it.
Right? Be like this dude. Be like Harry Balls there.
Can you imagine just they wheel you in and all of a sudden you're dumped out as the chair's sucked off of your ass and splatters up against the machine?
Right? Well, I think you'd fall out of it. Because you're not magnetic.
Right. No, it would dump you out.
Some of these photos are just giving like Temu Stargate vibes.
Well, like this one?
Yeah. No, the guy with like the bandana. It's like they took it's like some deranged, or not deranged, but like some delusional patient was like, yeah, it's a Stargate, and just rolled in there and was like, hit it.
Let's go, motherfucker.
Let's go. And he thinks he's going back, to another planet or some shit.
So, yeah. So how I get these images is I just take the news story, the news copy,
and put as much of it as you can into the generator.
No, just the copy, like what you read, I put in. And
that looks like Dane Cook, by the way.
Kind of does. I get what you're saying. Could be Ryan Reynolds.
Maybe. Yeah.
Could be Hugh Jackman.
No.
Could be a lot of folks. But
Chuck Norris.
Yeah, don't take that's better than that time. Remember that story we did a few weeks back about the butt plug?
The one that the guy didn't realize was gonna get sucked out of him.
Butt plug into the MRI.
Like, yeah. Hey, sir, have you removed all, metal objects from your body? You might have wanted to mention that.
I mean,
before he got sucked through his inside, shot through his insides.
How you show up for your MRI with a butt plug in?
I mean, he probably figured if I gotta lay here for, ever, I might as well shove something up my ass.
I'm just gonna say that you'd be. I'm trying to think of what way to describe it. Fascinatingly interested in the amount of people who enjoy butt plugs that walk around with them all day.
So, let me ask you this question, Pete. When you're walking around with a butt plug all day,
no, not me.
Does it bother you?
Shut up.
It's sore.
No, it's not. It's not me. I don't. I'm just saying.
I don't believe you, Pete.
It's gotta start there. Look, hold on.
Are you gonna show me your starfish so that I can see that you don't have a butt plug?
Ah, dude, the cord's not long enough on these fucking headphones. Look.
Oh, saved by the length of the cord.
You're saved by the shit. Beating on my microphone. And I hit the audio device. Ooh.
Yeah, you're making horrible noises.
Hold on. Yeah, what's going on here? Hold on.
I'm gonna mute you.
Yeah, mute me for a second.
While Pete straightens out his butt plug, I think we can probably sail on over to the next story.
Yeah, his butt plug caught his cord and pulled it out, I think. So, well, what is the next story? I completely forget.
It's a cruise control crisis. Refunds ahoy as engine trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Ahoy, listeners. In today's top B-Block story, a Carnival cruise turned into a floating fiasco faster than you can say all aboard. Passengers on the Carnival Vista were ready for a tropical escape to Aruba now and Turks and Caicos, but instead got a surprise detour to the Bahamas thanks to an engine problem that left the ship slower than a sea turtle on vacation. As the news broke, so did the patience of the passengers. Give us our money back, they chanted, turning the deck into a scene straight out of Mutiny on the Bounty. One particularly peeved passenger who spent $6,000 on the trip was ready to walk the plank.
See, this is what irritates me about AI. All right? If you look at this, AI asked me, it gives you little prompts.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? It goes, oh, it'll show, like, it'll be, it was a prompt in AI that said, make people hold the signs, make signs that say refunds ahoy.
And that says Rutons ahoy.
That says Rutons ahoy.
Yeah. I'm just gonna ask: is that the laptop you use to watch adult films?
I don't use any computer to watch adult films.
Okay.
Use my phone.
Only on his phone.
Yeah, I don't use any computers. I'm gonna fucking sit here and jerk off. I'm gonna jerk off comfortably wherever I want to. Also, since we're just kind of taking notes, and I know you didn't read the teaser for B Block. This was meant for C Block. Just to kind of, because I thought B Block would be too long, but it looks like, oh, here, look, they got it right.
There it is.
Except for the ahoy.
Yeah.
They put a weird apostrophe there.
I don't know why but I like this guy.
Why?
The angry guy right up front.
Yeah.
And
the one who's about to get poked in the eye with whatever that thing that guy in the uniform has.
Well, that the guy's got a jackhammer in his hand, it looks like. Everybody's pissed off, dude. All right, is there more to this news copy?
Yeah, Carnival Cruise Line tried to calm the stormy seas by offering onboard credits, future cruise credits, and full refunds. But the passengers were having none of it. Ladies and gentlemen, the way you're going about this with the noise and chaos isn't going to solve any issues, pleaded the cruise employee, probably wishing they had a lifeboat handy. In the end, some passengers decided to disembark while others chose to embrace their unexpected Bahamian adventure. After all, who needs Aruba when you have Nassau, right?
Right.
So remember, folks, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Or in this case, when life gives you engine trouble, make the best of your Bahamian detour.
That's good. It's good advice to have. You know? That is good advice to, just go with it. I mean, I'm sure you get a refund anyway. Not the vacation,
Did you
But
notice
people like to get angry and
did you notice that over this boat where they've got some seagulls and some jets flying in a flock?
Those are some very low flying jets.
Oh wait, did you see this one? Hang on.
Look, there's one over there.
It gets worse.
Yeah.
Look at this one.
Jeez. There's a pterodactyl.
Can you go back? I saw something.
There's a pterodactyl over there.
Maybe one more. This one. Did you notice the lady in the front has no arms?
No fucking arms. I did. I
arms.
noticed that.
Wow.
I
Well,
did notice
I mean,
that.
obviously, that's what she's screaming about.
Well, that's why she's so fucking angry.
yeah,
Dude.
she's.
Oh, I see why she has no arms. Because that guy farther back, his arm is 3 times the size it should be.
Holy shit.
Oh wow.
The black guy. in the back.
No. That he's just a big guy. He's just a
No, but he
muscular
still
guy.
is. That's almost
Nah.
down to his shins, dude.
Yeah.
So he's lanky. Don't judge him.
Not an arm on. That's funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like that one.
The one guy in the front of that last one was given the bird.
What? Almost.
The guy with the steampunk glasses up there. See it?
Yeah. That's fantastic. This is because what you do is it'll provide an image,
Uh-huh.
and then there's different options. Steampunk is an option.
Right.
It's also, I've noticed, the option I prefer the most.
It makes cool pictures.
Besides,
What does it say? Are my friends?
what?
Go back to that one. It says. Oh no, sorry. It says something.
I'm supposed to say refunds.
Yeah, it said no. It says refunds back there, but it says say up top of it. Page. I can't see it. I can't. Yeah, whatever that says. It's not English.
No, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You're
You're more bust.
more bust.
Yeah. You're more bust. What does that say up there? It says
Has
give
a really right
give our
hit.
money back, boy.
The
And then
chick
Reggie.
really big
Something
right
Reggie.
Hang on, Pete. I'd like to hear what Mike is saying.
Okay.
that chick in the purple there.
I was just gonna say she's about to take a swing.
She has a really big right tit. Normal left.
Okay, yeah, that's weird. Like I have to take my glasses off to see these because this is like wild. I feel like you whenever you put something into AI, it's like when Jeff Goldblum got in the machine in The Fly with The Fly. It doesn't quite come out the way you planned.
Yep.
Like, and it's like, where?
Huh.
I mean, you could play a game with like every AI image. Like, okay, find all the, goofy things.
Definitely some oddities.
Definitely.
So what else you got for the B block there, Matt?
That's all. That's all I got, man.
That's all you got.
That's the whole B block. Now, we've been live streaming for an hour 23.
Okay.
So it's a solid B block.
Well, then,
it's not a short one.
well, then I'm going to tease the C block and start heading for it.
All right.
In the C block, we're going to discuss what to do when your cruise ship has engine trouble, which we just did, how to get shit stains out of my boxer shorts, and attempt to recreate a classic episode of Mike Hawk PI on Cold Read Theater on the 201st episode of the Media Virus Podcast, which we're doing right now. And we'll be back with the C block right after this.
Don't freak the fuck out. Don't anybody freak the fuck out.
Oh, damn it.
So like, where's the script for Cold Read?
If you go to the show sheet
Yes.
Go down to the block we're in.
Okay.
There says Mike Hawk.
Okay.
Click that.
I'm going to be like brutally honest with you guys. I only do it because you guys want to do it. I really hate cold read theater. I don't hate it. That's too strong a word. I'm really not into that whole thing of you guys. I mean, if you guys want to do that stuff, like, the voices and all that stuff, that's your thing. I only do it because I want to try to help you guys, but it's I want to know, you guys know I don't really enjoy it.
I think my response to you is going to be do what you're told and dance, monkey. Like, you're not here because I want to hear what you fucking think.
Obviously.
Right.
Obviously.
You're here to be a voice on the show.
I'm here to be a pain in your ass, Matt.
You're here to be a voice on the show.
Hold on. There. That's what I'm here to do.
Did we end this segment yet? Did we end B Block yet?
Yes.
We did.
I am in the process of saving and getting a recording restarted.
Because I'm kind of sorry that's not part of it. You know what I mean?
You reach out to Billy.
I just reached out to Billy, and we're still waiting on Big Daddy. And Erica went to bed, so we're going to be filling more roles than I. What do we got? We got Mike Hawk. Carmen's a bitch.
I'm doing sound as well.
Did we write that Carmen was French, or did she just fucking do that?
No, I think you wrote that Carmen was French,
or
that she had a French accent somewhere in there.
I don't know that we actually wrote it down, but at some point I know we decided that that's the way it was going to play.
I feel like she just started, like Juliet just started doing it. I don't know why. I feel like she would take artistic license or something.
I mean, I could see us giving her the latitude.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not saying we wouldn't. I'm just, maybe I don't know.
I don't know if we maybe said she's got an accent and that's just what happened.
Yeah.
That seems to ring a little more true to me.
How many more episodes do I have to listen to listen to Connie?
Till Connie stops?
Till Connie stops.
About 100, 106.
Something like that. And then there's a couple where she comes like she's a guest. Like she's you don't enjoy Connie's commentary?
I do. I mean, I don't enjoy all of it, but and some of it I'm like, okay. But then she just, it just turns into a thing that I don't enjoy, that makes me want to claw my eyeballs out or, stab my ears with an ice pick.
Yeah. I got it. Well, we're not going to try and do cold read just the fucking three of us.
No, where was, no. I thought did I write that down? Maybe I didn't write that down. I did enjoy particularly when you and Mike were like about to come to like verbal blows.
When was that?
I'm trying to think what episode it was. I thought I wrote it down. I thought I wrote that one down. Why didn't I write that one down?
It's not often that we get heated.
It was Maddie was making a point and you were making a point, and it was like you guys like, what was the one line? Oh, Maddie said, just because the Patriot, or no, I think Stanley chimed in with just because you can explain the patriarchy, that doesn't make it not bad, or something. I was like, what? But yeah, you guys. Oh yeah, that was great. I was like, wow. They almost like they could have, if they could reach through the microphone to each other, they would have like strangled each other.
The only time I remember,
I'm gonna have to. I know, and I know it's in the episodes I've listened to since the last time
was
last week
when Juliet and I had a rift, and we made up and never told Matt. And
I know. I think I remember hearing that one.
And I opened the show with what sounded like an all-out attack on her out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, that one. Fucking guys gave me a fucking heart attack. But then it wasn't shortly after that
Yeah.
I was here for that one.
That was fucking great, though. I will never forget that. The look on your face as I got the line out.
Yeah, it was shocking.
You just said that. Oh fuck, he did it. They pulled us into a huddle this morning. They're putting 6 people on my shift, 6 people on the back end shift. They're creating a shift they're going to call the donut shift that covers in between it. And then they're going to also create a second shift that'll be 6 a.m. to I forget what time in the morning. 2 maybe.
6 a.m. till 2 a.m.
6 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Oh. Yeah, I don't want that.
No, I didn't think you would, but
no, I don't want 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. Fuck that.
That more or less brings up the pot. They're looking at hiring 20 to 30 people.
I gave that link that you sent me. I gave that link that you sent me. I gave it to a buddy who could really use a job right now. I was like, dude, here you go.
Okay.
You know, like apply. They're gonna need people. Like, get in. You know.
All right. Yeah, there's definitely stuff coming.
Oh yeah. No,
they're talking about moving in 6 weeks.
And that's, you said, over to Old Newcastle?
Yeah, we're going to Twin Spans.
Twin Spans, where's that?
Right across from the police station and the auto parts store.
Police station and
at the end of Newcastle Avenue before you go to before it turns into Ferry Cutoff.
Oh yeah. Okay. Ferry Cutoff. What? Oh yeah. Okay.
Ferry Cutoff.
I was like,
what are you, a ferry cutoff?
I was thinking, in my mind, I went to the other end of Newcastle Avenue where there's an Advance Auto Parts and whatever. I was like, no, it's not that end. You said Ferry Cutoff. That's on this end.
Yeah, after you come out of you go around the curve coming away from College Park. It's on your left.
Yeah.
And this screen, I'm going to use my mic hog.
I want to say there's a dialysis clinic over there or something.
Yeah, that's up by the shopping center and Ferry Cutoff.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Hey, by the way, you guys know what today is, right?
Yes.
Like it occurred to me. It occurred to me like as I was driving over to the car wash, and there was a sign. You know, the LED sign was like, "Hey, never forget." You know, and I went, "Oh shit!" I was like, "Yeah, today's September 11th." Wait, is that you? Did you put that up there under the duck? The who farted
Yes.
post-it note?
Yep. It's a real post-it note on the back of my monitor.
That's terrific. I just know. I was like, does that say who farted? It does.
I feel like I'm going to end up playing my cock against Bill's Carmen's a bitch.
Either Bill or me, if everybody shows up.
Where's Bill? Coming?
I mean, I just texted him. I hope he's coming. He said he would. Of course, he had something to do. So hopefully it'll work out. I don't like all this dead time, but
No.
I also didn't plan anything
Right.
else. So that's my fault.
That's some good old Godzilla music.
The Wilhelm scream, which was actually recorded by. Oh, I heard this the other day. It was a fun.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No, I don't think that's.
No. He did a novelty song.
Yeah.
Heard one of my favorite songs today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was cruising around Value Village, and they were playing. I'm on a Mexican radio.
I'm on a Mexican
whoa radio. Wish I was in Tijuana eating barbecued iguana.
Negative K, nothing further, just see the cabby on the corner.
We're just making random noises into the.
Yeah, I'm practicing with my soundboard. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was a Friday afternoon, and we had just finished the case of the bloody clown soup. Obviously, I needed a drink. As I poured myself a hard one, there was a knock at the door. As I opened the door, I swiftly correct her. Call me Mike.
Yes.
Mike. And I still say that the exchange in the second when the Mike Dick joke, that was fucking.
I'm sorry. Say that again for me, Becca. I have to be at work at 9 o'clock, but I can do something before that. Okay. Okay. Sure. I should be able to do that. Yeah. Where's the vet? Where's that? Animal veterinary center. Where's that?
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Because you know what I got? I've got an article from Bored Panda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got.
Well, let's see. It's a terrifying simulation that reveals what would happen if your body was swallowed whole by a whale.
That's terrifying.
Yes, the odds of being sucked into a whale's mouth are 1 in a million. By nature, these mammals are often docile, and there has never been a true report of them eating a human. But if, for some reason, a whale mistook a diver for an animal in their diet and swallowed them whole, the probability of survival would plummet to 0. A video created by Zach D. Films explores the almost impossible situation, showing the reality of being digested alive. God, I got the hiccups.
Did you eat your neighbor's dog?
I did.
Haitian immigrant.
Yeah, no, I heard that Haitian immigrants were.
Oh.
All right, so we're gonna watch. This is what would happen if you were swallowed.
If you were swallowed by a sperm whale, you would be squeezed down its massive throat. You'd continue down the esophagus and into a series of stomach chambers that are filled with digestive acids. And these acids would immediately start breaking down your body. But even if you managed to avoid the acid, the lack of air inside the whale would quickly cause you to suffocate.
Huh.
It's very anticlimactic.
Yeah. Who didn't know that?
Yeah, you would. So if you got eaten by a whale, you would die. Newsflash, guys. So it's the moral of the story is don't get eaten. Don't get eaten.
Do you realize that there's not air inside a whale?
Well,
Jerks muted me.
Yeah. Well, you were on the phone with somebody else, Pete. Do you think we want to hear a one-sided conversation about going to the vet?
Not only
Maybe.
that,
I thought
we're streaming and recording. So
yeah, there was a whole lot. Like it amazes me that you get upset when we mute you.
I do, because I don't realize it for like a few minutes because I'm like doo. I just come back and I'm like, I'm saying things. Oh shit, I'm muted. And they didn't hear any of that.
If you were,
they need to hear that.
Right. Here's the thing. I'm going to just give you a hint. If you take a phone call on the air, I'm going to mute you. Unless the phone call is specifically like for the show, which I happen to know that phone call wasn't.
And if you leave your car parked in front of your house, I'm not no.
Oh.
No, I was going to say.
Rex, do you have the script?
Nope.
Okay, it's on the. You don't have another device to read from, do you? No. All right. So what I'm going to do is, I guess we'll share this. I'll put the script up. So that everybody can
Follow along.
follow along. I don't know if Bill knows that we can see that he's shirtless.
Put a shirt on, you savage.
The half a naked man is what I was laughing
Yeah.
at. Absolutely.
I like how his door, like his front door, is just wide open.
Does he have a screen door on it?
He does, but like there's no
Like
no
a storm,
fucks
like a
given
storm, like a
as to
storm
the fact
door.
his
So-
door's-
Here's what makes this even funnier for me. Because some of what I do at work now is mindless, I can listen to audiobooks while I do it. I just listened to Mr. Rogers' biography, and there was a lot of talk of him using his puppets and how he came to the wardrobe that he used in the neighborhood show. And just Bill sitting there shirtless with the puppet tickled me to fucking death.
Listen, don't ever doubt why I call him Staff Writer Bill.
Can we get a look at Rexy's hand? We may be working out some issues with props and controls. Fantastic.
Oh, hey, you the other day or last night, you guys were talking about getting him a dowel or something.
Yeah.
I got a free resource or material that I found in the car today when I went to the car wash. Somebody left a single chopstick in the back seat.
I don't know if that's going to work for us.
No, we were leaning towards coat hanger because it can be camouflaged easier.
But
Matt says he's never been to a dry cleaner, so he doesn't have any wire coat hangers.
No wire hangers.
I have wire hangers.
I have wire hangers. I got a whole bunch of them downstairs. Because Marshall liked to use them, and I was like, I don't.
Where'd Billy go?
They do come in quite handy when you're trying to break into a Jeep, though.
He probably went for a shirt because we made him all self-conscious.
I mean, it's either he puts a shirt on or he puts like some black tape, electrical tape over his nipples. I mean,
if we could get him to put Band-Aids and an X over his nipples, that would be fantastic. Or tasseled pasties.
I mean, I know people that make pasties. We can make them some. We can make them some TMVP pasties.
Hey kids, it's time for Staff Writer Bill and his puppet friends to tell us a story. And now here he is. Come on over and we'll listen to him tell us a story.
That was a work of genius.
Where the fuck is Big Daddy at?
I don't know.
It's 20 after.
I always worry about him when he's in Northeast too.
Why?
Oh, you've never been to Northeast?
No, I don't know anything
Yeah,
about it.
have you ever been to Northeast Maryland?
It's
a little sketchy.
It's that place where you go and the banjos play.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'd be fine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just not him.
Right. when our high school football team went there, I went along as the mascot.
Yeah.
We got there and there was a cross burning on the lawn at the school.
Oh, good Lord.
And then we left at halftime because our guys, we were up a little bit and the power suddenly went out in our locker room.
Ooh.
We didn't stick around to find out what came after that.
Did you guys forfeit?
Well, he was in the band, right?
Huh?
You were in the band, right?
No, I was the
mascot.
Mascot.
What was the mascot of your high school?
Red Devil.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute.
Red Devil.
Which high school was that again?
Wilmington High, when there was one. I don't know that I could act against a foreign tits and beer.
I don't. I mean, without Big Daddy, he's like a main character. I mean, I'll go with Pete, but I think we're gonna have to pivot here. Oh wait, there we go.
Hey,
Big Daddy.
Everything all right with you, man?
Yeah, so we have I have a fear. The CTC's Fearless is having a show at Wilmington Brew Works tomorrow night at, I don't know, fucking 7 o'clock, I think it is. Check the Brew Works website for that. So that's where Big Daddy's going to be tomorrow night.
That's fantastic. When did you find that out?
2 days ago.
I'm trying to figure out what happened to Billy.
He didn't have any clean laundry. You know, because Rex was hanging out in the dryer. Or what?
Either
Well,
that or
that's
he
the
got
dryer.
a rig a coat hanger to Rexy's hand.
Maybe. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I made myself giggle at the baby as a puppet today. Remember.
All right, so yeah, Bill's not going to be able to join us. His
phone die again?
No, his dad and his dad's dog came into the house.
Oh,
and he doesn't live with his dad. His dad.
They just came
his
over
dad just
unannounced.
showed up because he's staying the night to help him out with something. So he can't really perform an audio play.
Does he only have a one-room house?
No, but I can only imagine Bill's dad.
Yeah, you
don't want
Bill
like,
if Bill is any kind of example.
Like, part of me wants to say, no, get him on the show.
Yeah, no, Bill's dad is a unique individual.
I can imagine.
Yeah, just a not the type of person you'd expect to be someone's dad. You know? But
okay.
Wow.
But
the amount of restraint you just showed.
You have no idea, dude. Hell of a guy, funny as shit, nice guy, you know. But all right, let's what am I doing here?
Who's playing what? Who?
Or is that something we need to table until we have all players?
Well, it's just we're gonna have to fucking deal with what we got. Mike and BJ are. I'll do Carmen.
Yeah, I mean, most of this is me and Dre.
And
then-
Carmen.
And Carmen.
There isn't.
Well, those are the only 3 characters in this one.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Then I can just sit over here and watch.
All right. Well, then we'll let fucking Pete be Carmen.
Again, Pete's the chick.
Fuck you guys.
All right, now who am I again? I am BJ.
You're BJ Titzenbeer.
BJ Titzenbeer.
Or should I say, fuck
Mike
you guys.
Me. Mo. All right.
Big Daddy's all warmed up. All right. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was a Friday afternoon, and we had just finished the case of the bloody clown suit. Obviously, I needed a drink. As I poured myself a hard one, there was a knock on the door. BJ pulled his gun.
Who is it?
My partner was jumpy. Now, when I say partner, I don't mean like the gays. I mean, I'm just saying he's my business partner, and I'm not discouraging at the gays. I mean, my business partner might be gay. I don't know. I've never asked because I don't care who he fucks or who fucks him. That's his business. But I like the dames. And the dame that just walked into my office was quite a tomato. Her cleavage bounced like 2 perfectly molded Jell-O molds. If the Jell-O molds were shaped like tits, and she was smuggling a sacred monkey mouth in her yoga pants.
Mr. Cock, I need your help.
As I opened the door, swiftly I correct her. Call me Mike Hawk.
Pardon me. It's just that when I told my boyfriend about my problem, he said, "You need Mike Hawk."
I can understand the confusion.
And then he made wild, passionate love to me, and then gave me your card.
Well, it sounds like you're having a pretty good day.
You know what they say? Making love will make your day, but anal will make your whole week.
Pardon me, where are my manners? Please, have a seat. What's your name?
Thank you, I'll stand. My name is Lady the Bitch. My friends call me Carmen. It's kind of like my nickname. Because my 2 favorite things are cars and men.
Well, let me introduce myself. I'm BJ Titzenbeer.
That's the oldest joke in the book.
It's also his name.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just hear that so often.
I don't get it.
So, Carmen, what brings you to see Mike Hawk and Titzenbeer today?
It's my ex-husband. He's crazy.
Did he drop a herd turd and shitting up your sheets?
No, it's weirder than that. I'll never forget the night before. He filed for divorce. I was laying in bed in a negligee with a glass of wine. The door opened, and he skulked into the room, walked up to the foot of my bed. He wouldn't even make eye contact. He just stared at the floor. He holds up one of his ducks from the pond in the backyard and he says, "So this is the pig that I fuck when you have a headache." I gathered myself. I took a sip of wine and said, "What is wrong with you?" "That is a duck." I had never seen him get so angry. As he glared at me and growled, I wasn't talking to you.
Oh, wow, that is crazy. Ducks usually die when you fuck them.
I turned my head towards BJ. That's an odd sentence to hear for the first time. It doesn't hit the ears right. My face must have shown my confusion because he looked at me and said,
Well, all the ones that I, you know.
Beach, let her finish.
It's kind of a blur after that. All I could think of from that moment was... It's kind of a blur after that. All I could think of from that moment was, what if your dad was a centaur and your mom was a mermaid, but you got all of the human genes and you're just some person?
Ooh, that's deep.
So you're saying you drown?
What?
Well, because you don't have the mermaid genes.
How do you get genes on a mermaid?
Are you two for real?
My cock is as real as it gets. Just as real as any BJ Titzenbeer you may encounter.
I appreciate that, Mike.
My cock is all about BJ Titzenbeer. Let there be no mistake. My cock will always be where you can find BJ Titzenbeer. That said, Carmen Sabish, what else do we know?
Easy, Mike. You can't go name calling just because she confused you a little.
It's okay, Mr. Titzenbeer. Although your bird may feel a little exposed, perhaps flapping in the wind, that is my name, since I've married my third husband, Leif. It's a relief prior to that. Oh, fuck. It was a relief prior to that. I was married to German Baron Dietrich von Frisshammer.
Do you mean to say that you're the infamous Baroness von Furshammer? The famous Farthammer lady from the viral videos?
You know, there was a kid we knew in high school called the Fart Hammer. He would fill a condom with 9 penny nails and then shove it right up his little...
Back to what my cock can do for Miss Farthammer. I mean, bust dick. I mean, Carmen.
My cock and tits and beer are private investigators.
My privates are exquisite, and it's not investigation that I require.
So, what is it that you'd have us look into?
The ass and the duck, you nimrods.
Oh, right. So the duck's going into... Oh, no wonder it didn't.
Look, donkey show or not, I can't go back to TJ, and BJ has a restraining order out on him. He can't get within 100 miles of Marine Corps Air Station Miramar. So what can you tell us about the duck?
That's why I have come to you.
Right. My cock runs down the duck for you. That will cost you. There's a retainer, a per diem, and expenses.
Money is no object. This is $7,100. I trust this will be a sufficient retainer.
Our retainer is 6,900. We find that 69 is a number that works for everyone.
Since the night of my junior prom, I've always preferred 71, Mr. Titzenbeer.
Most people with a preference like 68.
Maybe she doesn't like to owe anyone.
Not at all. It's just that a 71 is a 69 in the back seat with a couple up front watching. It's so hot.
Are we still talking about the money?
I'm sorry, but numerology is very important to me.
Well, speaking of numbers, I think I'm hungry for an 18 from Wang Solong's lucky number 8 noodle house. Is anyone else hungry?
My cock is a little peckish. My cock could have the duck.
Are you going to look into my ass and duck? Or are you going to order lunch?
BJ and I will be over. As BJ and I will be all over your ass soon enough for that kind of money. I think we should discuss the particulars while you enjoy lunch with my cock and BJ Titzenbeer.
I'm kind of in the mood for a poo-poo platter.
My cock doesn't chew the poo-poo or slurp the cream of some young guy. He likes it raw. Sushi is where it's at.
Am I allowed to have a monologue here? I mean, if this is Mike Hawk PI thingy episode, wouldn't the monologues be Mike Hawk's monologues? I hate not knowing. And when we monologue, do we shut off externally? It's an internal monologue. It's only me and the audience. That's party to do it. These two Nimrods hear it too.
I don't believe this broad. It's like she's never been in a satire of a procedural drama before. Like, how can she not know? We totally have all of the hallmarks of a campy, slapstick, comedic look at how these stories are presented.
If these two windbags would leave the room, I'd like to wedge in that we went to lunch. The topic of conversation was the asses we were after for her, and it was the ex-husband. For me, it was hers by way of the ex-husband, and I don't think anyone bothered to find out about the ass that BJ was after.
Well, to be honest, I've quite frankly...
Save it, Paige. We've got an ass to track.
Stay tuned for more Mike Hawk on the Cold Read Theater and the Cold Read Theater Players.
That could have been worse.
Yeah, no, it wasn't too bad.
Not bad at all.
I forget. I don't remember there ever being a mention of a donkey show. Where did it get?
It's up at the front. Well, the front end of their meeting. He tells her, wait a minute. No, I guess there was no mention of a donkey show until.
Did you accidentally take it out?
No, it's. I remember making a donkey joke.
Yeah, we made a bunch of donkey jokes because there was something about a donkey show, but it's not in here. Oh, it was funny enough.
Oh, yeah. Look, donkey show or not, I can't go back to TJ.
Yeah, but what's in tier one?
The joke, it goes back to her, the ass and the duck. She said ass, and I said donkey show or not.
Ah, all right.
That's the joke.
Okay, all right. Well.
Donkey show or not, I can't go back to TJ. I can't wait to do the second one. We have an exchange in the second one that I absolutely can't stop chuckling over this week.
Well, we've got the first one in the can, the recut, we're recreating it so that we can push it out there. We might, who knows? Hopefully that'll work out. But we've got a lot of, I think we've got 9 solid fucking 10 solid fucking bits from this show. 4 in the front, 4 in the middle. So 8. And then
I'll cut this down and make it an episode.
We got 2. I mean, we have the leeway with we read a couple stories. I mean, That could be another segment. So
Yeah.
now
Hey.
it's just a matter,
Just thinking of something.
So
Do you think you could create some AI images to go with some of the key plot points of Mike Hawk?
I was thinking that, but
I know there's a way to continue to recreate the same character in different circumstances.
I think what I need to do is like ask it for the actual real scenario and not the Mike Hawk. Not confuse it with a whole bunch of bullshit.
Well, yeah. But as far as using so from one picture to the next, the guy will be the same guy, is what I'm saying.
Oh, that was a question I had. When I pull up a slideshow, right? Can you control it? Do you see it there?
Let me see if I can or not. Yes, I do get controls to it. As opposed to other, like when you share your screen, I don't get any control of that. But when you share a direct, something direct from like a slideshow, it comes up. It doesn't handle video in the slideshow though. We tried that.
No. But that's as long as, because I don't know if there's a way to set up like a rotating.
I think there's an autoplay feature. You can time this. You can time them to auto advance.
We'll have to dick with it. We'll have to, put that together. But well, yeah. I mean, I could just overlap them now, right? Make them and when I cut the bit out,
right?
Put the scene transitions in.
Yeah.
All right.
I just realized that I have really old special cookies on my desk.
Like weed cookies?
Yes, that's why I said special cookies.
Can I have them?
Sure. They're in a sealed. It's a sealed container.
Matt doesn't care.
It should still be good. I got them from Renee.
Oh, they probably are pretty good.
So
yeah, if I open that container, I'm gonna get a contact high.
Oh man, I got a car now. I can go visit people. You know what I mean? It's exciting.
Wait a minute. You got a car too?
The car is for me. The car that we got.
The car. I thought you were talking about your wife's car, the SUV.
No.
When did you didn't mention getting another car, Matt?
Oh, I got a fucking Kia Spectra.
What year?
09.
Yeah.
42,000 miles.
Damn, that's like nothing.
Almost new.
42,000 miles.
What
It was
color is
really.
it?
It was my mom. It's gray.
Okay.
It was my mom's,
Mhm.
and they tried to sell it. They didn't try very hard because I had to clean all the trash out of it and dust it and shit. So I mean that's like the first thing that you do is like it smelled like smoke. It was full of crap. 2 windows don't work. The passenger side windows don't roll down.
For the smoke, go get yourself some Ozium.
Yeah.
And blast it good.
Yeah, and that should take care of it. Right now, I got game fucking Febreze things on the vents, and it's fine. It doesn't, dude. It smells like every car I've ever owned. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I've smoked most of my. It's only been the past 3 years that I didn't smoke. and it smells like every car I've ever owned. So, and I got me a little fucking. I got this fucking cool thing that plugs into a cigarette lighter. Your Bluetooth connects to it, and then it plays on a radio station.
Yep.
It plays on 88.1.
That's called an FM modulator, by the way, Matt.
Yeah, but it's a Bluetooth FM modulator.
Or should I call you Mattias?
Mattias Rockdeficus.
Which
That's what I use in my truck.
that drives me nuts every time he says Mattias. I'm like, it's Matthias.
No, it's Mattias.
It's Mattias. I know.
It's the Roman pronunciation, not Greek. Mattias Rockdeficus.
Mm-hmm.
In the battle of
rock defecatus. I mean,
rock.
You know anybody? Hey, Dre, you know anybody dependable that needs a good job?
Not yet.
Just look up.
But, yeah, it was one of those things where I had to decide, you know, whether, and not that I wanted to pretend that September 11th never happened, but it's one of those things where it's only September 11th while we record.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
By
the time Friday comes around, it's not September 11th anymore.
I feel you. That's
And
fine.
not that people forget things. I'm just saying it's like.
No, I totally understand.
And it's like kind of a buzzkill.
Like I said, I wondered why I didn't hear a whole ton of, you know, never forget things today. I was like, huh, are we just kind of, you know, over it?
I don't think
Are we finally forgetting it? Which is like,
I don't think we're forgetting it. I think it's one
I think
of those things.
we're just overpaying it so much.
I don't know if we're overpaying so much attention, but there's been so much bullshit in the past 4 or 5 years.
Oh yeah.
That it's kind of like, why would I want to relive that wound?
Yeah.
When I'm healing from so many others.
I mean, how about like last night? Apparently, was the debate.
Yeah,
I'm sure it was a
I know
monstrosity.
several people that want like however much time they spent watching that. They want that time of their life back.
I don't know why they decided to use that time in that way in the first place.
Uh-huh.
I didn't. I was preparing AI and writing fucking news copy. I was being productive with my life because they're both idiots, and it really doesn't fucking matter at this point.
Mm-hmm.
We're all going to hell.
We're all like, it doesn't matter what handbasket we get in.
Right.
They're both going to the same destination.
We're all going to be living a lot like the Verizon homeless guy, and then the coffin sales.
The Verizon, yeah, we're all going to be camped out in the parking lot of Home Depot.
I thought that it was in the funeral home was in a strip mall next to Habib's house of discount fake tits.
That was terrific. I was like, it was where?
And I love how Ricky can't figure out what I've doctored.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really?
She knows there's something wrong with the copy. She just can't pick out what it is.
It's like, it's not really next to Habib's house of discount.
It was next to the Quickie Mart.
Or Ascension Hospital. What the fuck was
Sacred Ascension Sacred Heart of East Emerald Shore or whatever. All right. I gotta take these shoes off because my feet hate me right now.
The incident occurred at Ascension Sacred Heart Emerald Coast Hospital and Discount Tire Shop.
And on to that.
And then this was one of my I had to make a decisions. Like, do I want to say trust a Polak or trust a Polish doctor? Because it was Brian, who's suffering from severe abdominal pain, was diagnosed with a splenic injury and was scheduled for a splenectomy and had no choice but to trust a Polish doctor. However, during surgery, Dr. Szymanski was doing whippets and removed Brian's liver.
I think the best move for as far as copywriting there is
because it was easier to get to and it all tastes the same.
I can just see him. I can just see like that. Just put the image of like a guy with like one of those. Remember they called them crackers, or one of those whippetiers in the operating room, and he's just.
So,
okay, nurse, I'm gonna need the scalpel.
The way to write that joke is to trust the Polak, not a Polak, but the
Polak,
and that because it picks right back up with Dr. Thomas Sheknovsky.
However, during the surgery, Dr. Sheknovsky was doing whippets and removed Brian's.
Brilliant.
That's remove Brian's liver was in the store. Like that's what happened. Because it was easier to get to was my first joke. And then like at 4:00 this afternoon, I was like, and it all tastes the same. But and then the rest of it was just really great puns. Made Pete very happy today, Big Daddy, with all the puns.
I'm quite certain.
In the news story. So I guess you had Fearless today, or was it Squirrels today?
Squirrels today, Fearless on Monday, this past Monday and the Monday before that, gearing up to the show at Wilmington Brew Works tomorrow night. I believe it starts at 7. You can check the CTC Fearless page on Facebook for specific times and the address to Wilmington Brew Works, because I don't think we're on Brew Works' calendar on their website.
Do you think anybody from Fearless would want to come on the show?
Possibly the leader, actually.
You know what I mean? Like, just tell us about what's going on. You know,
it would definitely have to be a clean segment because CTC is a family friendly thing, and those shows are family friendly. It's me that's not family friendly.
Oh, so we're not going to recruit a new voice to play somebody in Cold Read Theater.
No,
because we do have a part coming up.
We have a lot of parts.
Thay Stranger.
He's a board member now, so you can't.
That's you're Thay Stranger, aren't you?
Yeah, but also, what did you guys think of my Carmen?
I loved it.
My interpretation. You thought it was all right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was perfect, sultry, breathy. It reminded me of Breathless Mahoney from Dick Tracy.
But was it feminine?
Yeah,
enough.
It was like what is the name of? Is it Kathleen Turner?
Yeah, like romance,
right?
Romancing the Stone.
All right, fuck it, I'll take that.
Yeah, where she's like, I don't know, like a bigger feminine girl, if that makes sense. Yeah, like she's got a vagina, but she'll still punch you in the face. But like you just know she's got a vagina with a really big clit. You know, just like a clit is just a little bit longer than it needs to be. Like that's who it is.
Like really,
like you could actually
tiny.
You could actually like, yeah, like you could actually suck on it, so like you could blow her clit, just
maybe jerk it off a little bit with 2 fingers.
Yeah, you could.
Jesus Christ. We went from talking about getting your improv troupe on, and it would have to be a clean segment.
I thought we were trying to make this show less vulgar.
Well, that's part of it too. I don't. And
part of it is me.
And here's the thing: is does my copy, like fucking with the copy? Is that better or worse than what? You know what I mean?
I think it's funny. I also think it's exactly what we claim to do, right? Point and laugh at the world around us.
I mean, yeah. But like, should I try to work on cleaner jokes?
I don't think you have to. We don't have to be spotless.
You know,
I don't know about being like maybe just
I say
little smarter. Like,
dip a toe in the pool. Don't jump in.
You know, we don't have to be full on vulgar, but I think definitely leaning risque, and you know, we've always done fart jokes.
Like, you don't show the whole titty. You know what I'm saying? You just pull the collar down, show some cleavage, but you don't bust out the full nipple.
I got you, but I think it's funnier in the copy when the jokes are in the copy.
Yeah.
And he blows right through them. You know what I mean? Where we don't stop and laugh and all that shit. He just blows right through them. And we might be giggling in the background because it's fucking stupid. But I mean, I don't put curses in most of the time.
No.
You know, I'm not like explicitly vulgar. It
right,
just
you're writing. It forces you to write smarter jokes that way too.
Yes.
I mean, I've tried to make smart, like, you know, smart enough, like jokes that made me giggle.
Right. I mean, sometimes you have to take the low hanging fruit because when it's there and you don't take it, it's worse.
Right.
Yeah.
But like trying to find, you know, something just to do, you know, that little thing, like just putting end discount tire shop.
Right.
Like, to me, that was just really funny. I don't know if that's
yeah, because that name went on forever. It might as well go on for a few more.
But it should have said end bingo hall.
Yeah.
That would have been funnier. All right. We're gonna have to try to curtail we're gonna have to try to write better jokes.
As we gear up for part 2 of Cold Read Theater.
Yeah. I think we pulled that off.
Yeah, I mean those
hey,
names.
Dan.
You guys did a good job.
Bad, and I think they're still funny jokes.
Listen, this is what I think we should be doing because Big Daddy is at practice, right? On Wednesdays. The way we should be handling this is I should be scheduling 2 live sessions. A and B block, and then C block. That way we can go through. We don't waste a whole bunch of tape, and then, you know what I mean, we can wait off air to collect everybody for Cold Read Theater and for you know, to gear up again. I think that's probably the best way to
Yeah, I agree.
Honestly, we probably should be. I should be scheduling 3 live sessions: A block, B block, C block.
If you really wanted to, we could. Yeah.
If you know what I mean. But I think if we did A block and B block together, maybe we should just do A block, B block, C block.
Yeah.
And break it up and have our meetings. You know, have our tech. Figure out our tech on, you know, between each block.
Yep.
And not, you know, be sitting here uncomfortably knowing that we're broadcasting and not really fucking saying anything.
Right.
What do you guys? We got any input on that?
Let's give it a shot. See how it works.
Yeah, I mean, 2 or 3.
Yeah. No, that's the way it. Moving forward, we're still live streaming. We're still recording. This is I think we should end the show.
Yeah, I'm going to chop pieces out of this anyway.
Oh, good. That's another thing that I've been thinking.
I'm just going to post edit the C block this week.
No, I got you. But I've been thinking. Now, of course, I'm going to be taking on a job that's going to be a lot like yours.
Mm-hmm. And maybe on the same schedule.
And so I'm going to have a lot less time to put all this shit together. But I think that we've got a process.
Yeah.
And with that process, we can stream, what took me hours yesterday and the day before is now that I know, I've got an idea of how to, the whole thing with Obsidian, especially, dude, it's just, I mean, just move it from one page to another and you just keep it moving. It's fucking fantastic. But A block and B block I had a stressful day today. And my brain just decided to fucking shut off somewhere in B block. And I wasn't all that sharp in A block, but we pulled off a pretty good show.
Yep.
But I think what's important is that we did all the prep work.
Yep.
So with the prep work, we're able to, even if we're having a bad day, like even if I'm not fully up to it, I don't, it's just reading what's in front of me.
Yeah.
So, but I'm spent, guys.
Yep. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on the Media Virus Podcast. As always, we were glad to have you here on episode 201. On behalf of Grease Monkey Pete, Big Daddy, and our fearless leader, the illustrious Matty Rockdeff, I'm Professor Mike Latoris, coming from to you live at Uncle Butch Studios. And we'll be back next week with more Media Virus Podcast.
We went really long, but I thought I was funny.